What's up, Bills Mafia? It's your boy Rico back at it again on a Tuesday evening. Do yourselves a favor and do me a favor. Do me a favor, folks. Smash that like while you guys are in here. If you have not subscribed, you have not told a friend or a buddy or a family member about the Buffalo Fanatics, do yourselves a favor. Tell them to join the Buffalo Fanatics. It's the Rico Report. It's a big week in Buffalo. OMG is a big week. Folks, welcome. Oh, I got the wrong mic on. Thank you. Appreciate you. Always showing love. Folks, it's a big week.
It is an absolute big week. You guys are always looking out for your boy. I appreciate it. It's a big week. It's Chief Week. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Give it to me. Am I good? If we are, let's roll. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get it, because this is going to be a hybrid show. Because, I mean, what's in the past is in the past. I like to kind of recap what took place, not because of who we beat. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Not because of who we beat, but it's how we won the game, what stood out, what you liked, what you didn't like, what you thought you knew, and what you made your mind up about. And now you're like, hold on a second. Let me now that I've taken some moments to reflect, now that I've taken moments to kind of look some things up, listen to others' opinions. Because a lot of times when we form our opinions and have conversations, it's really about, you might have felt some way. Somebody might have made a great point. You're like, you know what? Come to think about it, that's a good ass point. Let's keep it rolling, right? So we'll dive into Chief Week, and we're gonna dive into a little bit more tomorrow, because I'll be doing my top 10 rankings show, and then I get back into it with my guy Z-Bot on Friday. So there's lots of, we can't talk about it all, but we can talk about a little bit, right? And there's gonna be a lot of things that come along this week. But listen, man, as you guys file into the room, we appreciate you guys, and we're gonna keep it rolling as we always do. So let's get right into it, man. Let's get right into it and chat about the game that was against the Indianapolis Colts. All right, we obviously knew these guys were gonna get banged. They were banged up coming in. Their starting quarterback wasn't quite it, if you will. Being nice by saying that. So you go with the backup, 39-year-old, soon to be 40-year-old Joe Flacco. He had a fantastic, backup quarterback year last year when he's with the Browns. They should have resigned him. They didn't. They let him move on. And to expect the same results, it's a different team. It's a different team surrounded by different talent. Not to say that the Colts are not talented. They were missing a few guys themselves, right? Michael Pittman Jr. was missing. That's a big part of their offense. So that takes away how you do things. But anyway, it's not about the Colts. It's more so about the Bills. And I want to get right into it, folks. The good, the bad, the ugly. And I'm going to start off like this. The good. The fact of the matter of that we put up 30 points. Like, being able to put up 30 points, not having your second round draft pick in Keon Coleman, which has been a big part, especially these last 3 games, gone. You traded for Amari Cooper, who was supposed to open up this offense and really kind of allow others to open up and get open and give Josh all the time in the world, because defenses now have to play us a little different. He's gone. And you're going up against a decent Colts team. Not terrible defensively. They got a great pass rush. They got great defensive linemen, led by Kwity Paye and a few others. And not a bad squad altogether. And the Bills were still able to put over 24 points of offense. Obviously, that pick six certainly got the ball rolling. But the fact of the matter is this: we were still able to move the football, even when Josh doesn't throw any touchdown passes. Those are the good things that stick out, that really stick out when watching the Bills play. Because all I'm seeing is, if the little bit of criticism you may have, or the bit of, certain things that you question, we put up 400 yards of offense. What are you complaining about? Hey, no complaints. I'm actually impressed that we were still able to put up 400 yards of offense. We were still able to put up 24 plus points. And we didn't have one of our 2 biggest stars at the receiver position in place. So we're having to run with a Khalil Shakir and a Curtis Samuel that hasn't been utilized pretty much all year. So you don't know what you're going into. Essentially is what I'm trying to say. You had no idea what you're going to run into. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I love seeing that with us not as polished, especially at the quarterback position, that game, Josh was still able to put up 80 yards passing, no touchdown passes, but he was still able to be effective on the ground by rushing for over 40 yards. I'll take that every single time. I will take that. Let me make sure my numbers are correct. Exactly right. So listen, I'm truly impressed with that aspect of the game. That aspect of the game, I'm super impressed by, because we could have easily put up a different performance out there when Josh doesn't throw a touchdown pass. So many articles you read when a certain player doesn't do certain things. This is the record of the player, bro. We still put up 24 points, man. Kudos to the offense dialing in, doing what needed to be done, and ultimately leaving with a dub. So that to me stood out to me as one of the biggest goods in this game. Let's move on. And I'm gonna come back to that and revisit, but just move on a little bit. Let's go to special teams. Let's go to special teams. We've had some words for Tyler Bass. We've had some words for Tyler Bass. But ever since, he's got the confidence of the crowd. Remember, when the crowd was just behind Tyler Bass and gave him that bit of confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, this past game, this brother went 6 for 6 on his kicks. Is Tyler Bass back? Is he back? And listen, the way that he's been confidently kicking that football right down the middle, right down the pipes, I think his confidence is back up. I think that it's just there's a new breath of fresh air for our guy Tyler Bass, and this is exactly what we needed. This might be the time that we need someone like Tyler Bass to step up and do what needs to be done, and he did it against the Indianapolis Colts. You got to give him a lot of credit for that. When we needed him to step up the most, when he hit that 61-yard banger just a couple weeks ago, here he is coming through and going 6 for 6 in the last game. You love to see it. 3 for 3 for field goals, 47 long, and he had 3 extra points kicked. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And what's really cool too is in this season, in the last few seasons, if you look at what these kickers have been kicking, bro, hitting a 50-yarder used to be a big deal. When Janikowski, I'm going back, right? When Janikowski was hitting them bombs, it was a big freaking deal, right? When was it Elam, the kicker for the Denver Broncos, hit like a 63-yarder? That was like, holy jumpers, he hit a 63-yarder. It was a big deal. It hasn't been done in years at XYZ. Now, bro, these kickers are kicking these 50, 55-yarders, 57-yarders. Tyler Bass hitting the 61-yarder. Bro, I kind of like the new rule that they put in place with, I wouldn't call it the new rule, but they said, hey, these extra points, way too easy. Back it up. Back it up a little bit. So it's almost forced these guys to, back it up. Listen, you can hit these extra points. These are nothing. So this 55-yarder should be a chip shot for you. Crazy. So it brings me back to giving some love and showing some love to Tyler Bass. Tyler Bass has absolutely, it seems as though he's found his leg. You know what I mean? Ball players talk about, I found my stroke. You know what I mean? Yo, this is my shot right here. Wow. This is my shot. I found my stroke, right? When a shooter finds his stroke, it's over with, man. Shooters shoot, baby. Shooters shoot. And when they find the stroke, it's clutch. These days, these kickers are kicking 50-yarders like nothing. A 40-yarder is considered a chip shot these days, bro. Holy jumpers. Welcome to the new NFL. Welcome to the new NFL. So big shout out to our guy Tyler Bass. I want to give him some love and show love to Tyler Bass. All right. Let me keep with the good, because there's several good things that took place in this game. I don't know if this player gets enough of this love, because I think he deserves it, right? And I'm going to go to the defensive side of the ball. Dorian Williams has been absolutely solid this year. Dorian Williams has absolutely been solid this year. And I'm not saying we had our trepidations. I'm not sure we were like, we're not sure. Is he going to step up? Because I mean, when we lost Milano, we're like, shoot, we're back to square one. We're back to square one. How are we going to deal? What are we going to do with this situation, bro? Not only has he stepped up to the plate, bro, he's earning valuable time on the field. He's earning valuable experience on the field. And when Milano does return, what a fantastic problem to have. What a fantastic piece to have, because now you don't have to rush Milano back. You really don't, right? So your 21-day window is open. Cool. How soon can we get it back? No, we're like, yo, chill. We good. Like Dorian Williams has been holding it down, and you got to give Dorian Williams his credit. Like right now, he leads the team with tackles. He's got 56 total tackles, solo tackles, 91 total tackles so far this year. This guy's bordering on 100 tackles. He could end the year with 140 tackles this year, bro. This how all over the place. The next guy up, 61 tackles. That's DeMar Hamlin. Bro, give Dorian Williams his flowers. He's been holding it down, and he's only going to get better. He's only going to get better. I'll tell you right now, there was a play where it was the 58-yard run. 58-yard run by Jonathan Taylor. And if not for the hustle and not for the motor of Dorian Williams, Jonathan Taylor probably walks into that end zone. Dorian Williams, his ability to chase down and finish the play was what saved. Instead of them putting up 7 points, they ended up with a field goal. Dorian Williams deserves a lot of love, folks. He's got it. Give him his love. Terrell Bernard gets his. Taron Johnson gets his. I mean, Rasul Douglas gets his love. DeMar Hamlin's getting his love. Bro, Dorian Williams deserves some love thrown his way. He's been holding it down, and it allows us to let Milano just return when you are 110% ready to go. And when he does return, and I'm referring to Milano, these packages that Babbage and McDermott are going to now be able to kind of tinker with and move things around. Yo, listen, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that, man. So as we get late into the season, obviously some guys are going to get healthy. This defense will start to look like how we anticipated for it to look in the offseason. Fam, this is a fantastic way to show some love to Dorian. So Dorian Williams, love showing you, man. Get your flowers, brother. Get your flowers. All right, let me stick with the good. Let me stick with the good because I don't think this unit is spoken to enough about. The O-line, man. Call it what you want, man. There's some moments where, you know, we have some discipline issues, right? Where we're jumping offside, or we're in the wrong formation, or where O-line is too far down the field. But for the most part, we've done a pretty solid job of keeping our quarterback upright. We've done a really solid job of keeping Josh Allen upright. Josh Allen this year, how many sacks has he taken? He's taken 13 sacks this year. And if of those sacks, man, a lot of times is when Josh is, if he doesn't like what he's about to run up, it's not like he's taking a blindside hit. They've done a really good job of protecting Josh. Josh's mobility has also helped out tremendously. Don't get me wrong. But the O-line has done a solid job, and we've relatively stayed healthy. The tweaked ankle from Spencer Brown does concern me slightly because we're going up against a very good defense in the Kansas City Chiefs. But for the most part, this O-line has been able to keep Josh Allen upright, has given Josh time to get the ball downfield, and we've been able to stay healthy relatively. You'll love to see it. The amount of O-lines that are missing. I mean, look at the Colts. The Colts were missing their starting center. They had to start Tanner Bortolini, the rookie out of, I think, Wisconsin, right? So they had to shuffle some things around. We've known what it's been like to shuffle some guys around in the past, where we can never get the 5 guys that we always want. We've been able to sustain and keep this O-line together, and this very O-line has been able to keep Josh Allen upright and keeping his jersey clean, nice and white. So love to see it. And that wasn't a defensive front that was a joke. That defensive front from the Kansas City Chiefs, from the Indianapolis Colts was not a joke, man. You had some good guys, man. Grover Stewart is not a joke. That boy can play. DeForest Buckner, solid dude. You got Kwity Paye that's out there. They had the rookie Leatu Latu that I really wanted in that draft. That boy, listen, that's a good defensive line, man. And we were able to really keep it up. I mean, Josh was sacked, twice that game? And one of those sacks, it was Josh really running for the first line, running for the line of scrimmage, and he got caught. So they technically gave that sack over. But our O-line has been absolutely balling this year. Give them the credit, man. I know some folks want to get on Deion Dawkins for having those 10 penalties and false starts and so on and so forth. Listen, man, it's a long season. It's a long season. These boys are going to have some moments where, you know what I mean, they're eager to get out there and put a block on and keep my boy clean. I mean, sometimes you're going to have some lapses in judgments here. But for the most part, if you look at what they've done all year and who they've faced, bro, these boys have been playing their asses off. Kudos to the O-line. O-line deserves a lot of love. Let's show some love to them, man. They really do, man. Let's keep it. There's so many good things I want to see. I wanted to show off here. And let's keep it up. And I gotta go to the run game. I gotta go to my guy James Cook. I gotta give love to my guy James Cook. The love goes to James Cook because he's been able to be the bell cow back all year with getting a little pressure from my guy Ray Davis. James Cook has done a damn good job. And in my opinion, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but James Cook has been running a little different these last few weeks. If you've paid attention, right? Especially these last few weeks. I feel that my man's been running a little harder. You know what I mean? He's the contact balance is elite. He's staying upright. I mean, if you saw the run against the Colts where he got bucked and stopped at the line, quickly turned that thing into a 20-yard run, excuse me. Kudos to James Cook. I know sometimes I'll be hard on my man because you blow on that brother goes down, but these last few games, yo, he's been able to stay up, go forward. I mean, that touchdown last week when he bowled his way through the end zone, show that brother some love, man. James Cook, solid, 19 carries, 80 yards, 4 yards a pop, and he had a touchdown that game with that 20-yard scamper. Bro, kudos to the O-line and kudos to the competition that's in that running back room. Let's keep it a buck here. Ty Johnson can play. Ray Davis can play. And right now, James Cook is watching these boys, and there's no animosity. Just like, yo, I gotta step up and show that I can be durable and stay, coach. Don't take me out. Don't take me out. Red zone, keep me in. Short yardage, keep me in. I can do it all. And he's been able to showcase that these last few weeks, man. James Cook, salute to you, my brother. Let's keep it up, baby, because we got a big-time game coming up. And I have no bones about it being the James Cook game. No bones. If it's got to be James Cook, like when James Cook absolutely destroyed the Dallas Cowboys, give me James Cook doing that all over again. And by the way, James Cook got a lot of love today by Kyle Brandt with getting the scepter. My brother got the scepter for angry runs. James Cook of all backs getting the angry runs. Yo, James Cook, man, give him some love to James Cook. I love it. So if I'm missing, by the way, chat, if I'm missing anything, if you felt like, oh, Rico, you're missing this point right here, this is the good, keep going. All right, let me know. And last but not least, though, because I don't want to stay too much, because I can name a lot of things, but a couple more things. Taron Johnson, man. I used to say that Terrell Bernard was our best defender, and I still stand by that. I think he's one of our better defenders. I think he's great. I think when he's not on the field, we miss a lot. When we don't have Terrell Bernard, we've seen it. But my goodness, man, Taron Johnson, what a special freaking player this brother is, man. What a special player this guy is. Taron Johnson. If not for Taron Johnson against the Miami Dolphins, maybe that game is a different outlook, excuse me. Taron Johnson punching that football out of Raheem Mostert's hands in a crucial play in the second half, right? When the Dolphins are trying to march. Was the second half, late first half or second half? Excuse me. Maybe the second half. He punches that ball out. Taron Johnson essentially he got us that win. Because if not for Taron Johnson, turn that ball over, give it back to the offense where James Cook and the boys and obviously Josh Allen boys march down and take over, bro. We might be looking at a different outlook. Taron freaking Johnson, what a star he is, and there's a reason he's an All-Pro. That guy's a dog, certified dog, and I'm gonna keep it there because Taron Johnson in this game, not only did he set the tone with that interception, but if you got to hear him out on that interception that he's speaking about, because it's about watching the film. And if I'm gonna see if I can try to play some footage from our guy Carl Jones, because Carl Jones had a great video on Taron Johnson and the way he got that interception. And I'm hoping I found it here. Did I find it here? Yes, it is. This is the interception. I want to play you guys a clip here from my guy Carl Jones. Taron Johnson, what a special individual that brother is, man. And we are lucky to have him. To find a solid nickel corner that can do the things that Taron Johnson's been doing, bro. Listen, all love to Taron Johnson. Let me give my man Carl Jones some love first and foremost, because he put this little clip together and he's got commentary behind it. And I'll listen to Carl Jones talk on DBs all day because the man's a D1 player. He knows the game. So let me play you guys a little clip here to kind of give you an idea of what Taron Johnson means to this team and what he meant for this play that got this whole thing started. Let us take a dive into the film room with my man Carl Jones. Check this out.
Taron is an All-Pro for a reason, folks. He popped the game off with a pick six on the Colts' very first offensive play from scrimmage. Then afterwards, he said he saw that play earlier in the season, but played it differently. And the game he could be talking about is literally the week prior against the Dolphins at home. Fourth quarter here, Miami has a trip set to the left. Tight end at number 3, speed at number 2. The Bills are in a little bit of a different defense, but the concept remains the same on offense. Number 3 is going to run a bit of a stick concept where he's going to run up and run a hitch, run out depending on the defender's leverage. Taron is going to jump the route, and doing so leaves a huge vacancy for number 2 in the seam. Big explosive play. So fast forward a week, the same trips look, and it's a concept that the Colts clearly liked all week because they ran it on the first play of the game. You guys have all heard about the opening script, the first 15. But instead of trapping the out from number 3, Taron.
Look at Taron. Taron's like, no, I know where you want to go. I'm going to make it look like I'm going to leave this open. And I'm not going to try to, jump on my guy here because this would be the easier throw. But then if this isn't here, I'm going to take this guy back here. Taron's like, nah, bruh, I'm not giving you that.
Under the vertical.
No.
Joe Flacco probably predetermined to throw. They threw it to the vertical all week in practice. Taron.
Gotta love it. What I love about ball, man, it's chess. That's why you gotta be in your film room. That's why you cannot just rely on your athletic ability. Athletic ability is great and all, but you have, 22 other guys, 21 other guys on that field that are the best at what they do coming up collegiately. So you can't just rely on your athletic ability. You've got to have this. And the fact of the matter is this. You got Carl is explaining it perfectly. There's not much to say about it, but I want to rewind it here. It's so great when you see Taron Johnson right here, right?
Out from number 3, Taron.
So he's looking here. He's dropping in the zone. He knows this guy. My guy is already going deep. So we're good. We'll give you this. My man's already getting in this position. So if he's going, I got you right in this corner here. If you got to sit right here, this is where the film comes in. He's here. He's locked in on this brother right here. This is where Taron comes in. You know what I mean? And watch his hips. This is why you have to have guys that are athletic and mobile. That RAS score, this is the reason. Watch his hips.
Taron sinks under the vertical.
Twisting
Joe Flacco probably predetermined to throw. They threw it to the vertical all week in practice. Taron picks it off. Great, excellent job of seeing something on film and translating into the field. And that is why he's an All-Pro.
Dang. I appreciate it, Carl Jones, coming through with that commentary. Professor Jones, I like it. So, folks, Taron Johnson, which brings me back to Taron Johnson. What a stud that brother is. What an absolute stud. You got to love what he brings to the table What an important piece. And I'm sitting here getting excited because when we get Von Miller back to, the Von Miller that we had at the beginning of the season, he's starting to get warmed up. By the way, for those that are poo-pooing on Von Miller's PFF grade was the highest on the Bills. Highest on the Bills. He may not have recorded the sacks that we would like him to, but he's doing all the other things right, and he's just getting ramped back up. Wait till he gets back up to speed. Wait till we get Matt Milano back. We don't know what kind of shape he's going to be in, so we'll see. But if he's the Matt Milano we know he can be, wait till we get Matt Milano back. Boy, does that change his whole defense. That allows us to do different things. That allows us to get a little bit risky. I know I can trust Taron Johnson in coverage. I know I can trust Bernard in coverage. And I know I can trust Matt Milano in coverage. So maybe I can start putting a little more pressure, bringing a little more pressure down. Maybe I might even bring a corner blitz if I have to, or a nickel blitz if I have to. I got 2 linebackers. I can stay great in coverage. Boy, when it comes time, this defense is going to be something, man. It's going to be something. So kudos to Taron Johnson. Kudos to this whole organization on how they and the defensive scheme. Bobby Babbage, got to give love to Bobby Babbage and McDermott. Got to give love to those guys, man. And this is where I leave the good. I leave the good at that. I'm going to end it on Taron Johnson because that boy nice, man. That boy nice, man. I love Taron. And Taron even spoke on it himself when he was speaking on the on that play. So well-spoken, smooth talker. You know what I mean? Not a deep voice guy, but just, gets the point across. Boom, away you go. Bro, this defense has the potential to be an underrated, nasty defense. An underrated, nasty defense. Let me tell you something, man. This very defense that we're talking about, and I'm going to stick to the good here. This very defense that we were talking about, points against per game, the Bills are letting their opponent score about 19 points a game. That ranks them at 9th in the game. So you got a top 10 defense in points scored, right? What I love about the big points of this game, sacks. I know we talk about this team is not enough. We don't get enough pressure because that's easily something that we could say we're not getting enough of. Folks, the Bills right now, we have 25 sacks on the year. That's ranked 11th in the game. We're almost a top 10 team in sacks. But yet, we bitch and moan about we don't get enough pressure. We don't get enough sacks. Bro, we got 25 sacks this year. That's 11th in the game. Oh, let me get you on this one. We've got 11 interceptions this year. Gets us at 5th. So we're tied. We're 5th in the league in interceptions. We're 11th in sacks. And we're 9th. We got allowing 19 points a game. We're 9th. Top 10 defense in points against, just outside of top 10 in sacks, and a top 5 defense in interceptions. Bro. Everybody relax. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right, man. And we're gonna get better. And that's the sick part. We are going to get better. We got 2 guys right now on the squad with 5 sacks. We got Greg Rousseau that's got 5.5 sacks, and you got AJ Epinesa that's got 5 sacks himself. Next guy up, Von Miller. You already saw how fast Von Miller started the year. Let him get back his legs. Let him get his legs back. Yo, we're gonna have 3 guys that can legitimately get after quarterback alongside the rookie if he gets his time, and Javon Solomon. Folks, come on now. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right defensively. So big love to the squad. Big love to what this defense is doing. My man Pierre says, "Yo, go ahead and say it, man." I'm gonna go ahead and say it. We good on this side. We very good on this side. You know what I mean? And let us get a little healthier. We're gonna be very good on this side. That's why the title of this stream is Bills are going to be facing a tough challenge. Question is, are we going to be ready for it? Because these next few games are going to really determine what the F these Bills are about. Are we pretenders? Are we truly contenders? We're about to find out if we really good on this side. And I really, truly believe we are. You know what I mean? So we better watch out, man. T-shirt incoming. We good on this side, baby. Let's go. So that being said, let's move on to, unfortunately, the bad. I mean, I don't know if anything stands out And my man says, yes, sir. We got it, bro. Yeah, we know what's good. You know what? We got some. Should we show some love to Taylor Rapp? Let's give some love to Taylor Rapp too, man. Taylor Rapp, I gotta give some love because every team needs an enforcer. I know some folks were a little upset with Taylor Rapp. He's killing our own guys. Stop it. No mask, please. Right? I get it. But Taylor Rapp is an enforcer. Taylor Rapp lays the wood. It's just what it is, man. And every team needs that guy. We have one at the linebacker position in Dorian Williams. Do not get hit by Dorian Williams. That boy comes with a ton of bricks. And then if you get slipped out and you don't get hit by Dorian Williams, here comes Taylor Rapp. He comes out with reckless abandon. It's scary a little bit because if one guy jukes him and he goes all out and poor trailing defenders coming in, it's a physical game for a reason. Keep your head on a swivel. But boy, if Taylor Rapp comes in and he lines you up, yo, you might not come out. You might not come out. Friendly fire for real. You gotta watch out for friendly fire for my guy. But he plays with a nasty attitude. And in the NFL, and as a safety, you gotta play with a nasty attitude. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is, man. So listen, once this defense comes together and they're healthy and they're all, in the words of McDermott, reading from the same book, and you get in a new partner in the book reading club, because right now it's a book reading club. Everybody reading the same book. We all sharing. You know what I mean? What did you think? What did you think? Are we all on the same page? Did you guys agree about that character, Jonathan Taylor? How we all thought we should stop him, and this is the way we should stop him, and this is how we should do it? Oh, we all agree? Cool. Oh, by the way, there's a new member to the book club. Who's that? Hey guys, Matt Milano here. Remember me? Bitch, I'm back. Woo! Wait till my man comes to the book club, man. We all gonna be reading from the same book. It better be a good book. The book on how to, jack up these players that we're gonna start playing soon. Chiefs up, then the bye, and we really go on a gauntlet. Boy, I'm excited. Don't get me excited now. Now let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving because we gotta get to the bad. I don't know how much I can say about the bad. There's not a whole lot, but I will touch on it. Excuse me. I got this stupid cold that's been annoying me for like a good little while now. Let's keep it rolling. The bad. I don't know how to place this because I don't think it's bad, but I gotta put it in this category. I didn't like, and this is me speaking. I expected, let me just put it this, I don't want to say I didn't like. I expected more from Kincaid. I'll be real. I expect a lot more from Kincaid. And I'll explain to you guys. And I know he's getting his targets. But Rico is getting his targets. I get it. But for someone that we traded up for in the first round, right? And maybe I'm tripping, but I feel that we don't utilize him as much as we should, right? But then you're going to hear, but we got Khalil. We got Amari Cooper. We got Keon Coleman. I get it. But I tell you right now, man, if I were to give, let me think of a team. If I were to give the Cincinnati Bengals, if I were to give the Cincinnati Bengals, I said Joe Burrow, yo, let me see what you guys can do with Kincaid, bro. I don't got to say shit to you guys. You guys already know where I'm going with this. I feel we should be utilizing Kincaid way more than we have been. I just don't feel like we're not using him. He's just a pedestrian receiver, like a tight end, bro. Like we can't. And this is absolute no disrespect to Dawson Knox, but we utilizing like he's Dawson Knox. Didn't we go up to get the upgrade to Dawson Knox? I just feel like we got a lot more, man. And part of it is that I don't know what's going on. That connection between, I would like that connection to be a lot stronger between Josh and Kincaid. Let me just put it that way. Because that a wide open shot, and I know Josh is kicking himself in the pants, so I'm not going to sit here and poo-poo all over him. But that throw should have been money in the bank. Kincaid should have walked in the end zone. Like, I want what Jared bum-ass Goff has in Sam Laporta for my guy Kincaid. He's too talented. He's too smooth. This boy doesn't waste movements. And I don't want to put the bad. This is not a bad thing, but these are things I see. I want to take this banner off. I don't want to look at it as bad. I expect more from Kincaid. But it gotta come from my guy Josh. It does. He's too talented for us to be utilizing him like he's Dawson Knox. No disrespect, Doss. No disrespect. But we didn't draft Kincaid in the first round for no reason. You give Kincaid to Kyler Murray. You think Kyler Murray is going to waste time not getting the football? Go see what Trey McBride's doing right now. You give Kincaid, give me another team. Give me another team that would love to have Kincaid on their squad right now that could use a tight end as mobile and as great as Kincaid is. Fam. You put Kincaid on the Miami Dolphins right now. You don't think that quick release Tua would be utilizing the heck out of Kincaid? Bro, we got to figure something out with getting that brother the ball, man. He's too good. Oh, he's the next Travis Kelce. Is he? He absolutely can be. But we're not utilizing like that, man. What's going on? My man Pierre says, yo, Kincaid is too damn smooth, man. He needs to be targeted the most. I'm telling you, he's too talented for us to have Kincaid right now, unfortunately banged up. Bro, let me just take a quick look at what we doing on the receiver squad, because it's frustrating to me as a fan of this team. I love this team. We all love this team. And we have such high hopes for Kincaid, but like 4 targets here, 3 receptions here for 51 yards. Do you know the highest yardage point that my man Kincaid has this year? I'm going to confirm it. I think it was 51 yards. 51 yards. Nah, bro. Not good enough. Absolutely not good enough. We need to utilize Kincaid way more. And it starts not with Josh. It starts with Brady opening the freaking playbook up and get this guy some packages for, I don't want to cuss, man, but get my brother some packages, man. Get him some packages. There ain't no way. Khalil Shakir, 48 receptions right now for 529. Keon Coleman, 22 receptions for 417. Dalton Kincaid, 34 receptions. He's our second leading receiver on the squad with only 34 receptions for 356 yards. Nah, bro. That's not, nah, bro. No way. 356? Only 2 touchdowns this year? 59 targets? Like, the highest targeted guy on the squad, I think it is him at 59. He is the highest targeted guy on the squad recently, though, because we had 10 targets the game before, and I think it was 5 this game, but he got hurt. Now, this is not hate on the Bills. It's not hate on Josh. It's not hate on Brady. This is just, yo, open your eyes, man, because you throw him on any other team, they will utilize the heck out of Kincaid and make him a star. Kincaid should be a star in this game, and he's not. Kincaid should absolutely be a star in this game, and he's not. Why isn't he? It's not that he's not. It's not that he's not good enough. That is a lie, flat out lie. You know he can ball. You throw him on the Cardinals, he'll ball. You throw him on the Dolphins, he'll ball. You throw him on the Ravens, golly, could you imagine Kincaid on the Ravens with Lamar Jackson? You throw him with C.J. Stroud. You don't think C.J. Stroud will utilize the heck out of this guy? And we sitting here with 356 yards? Come on. No. He's too good. He's too good. He's too good. He's too good. It makes me sick to even say Lamar Jackson and Kincaid, because you know exactly what would happen. Nah, bro. So this is merely a challenge. This is merely a challenge to Joe Brady to find ways to utilize the strength and the elite level athlete that Kincaid is. Holy jumpers, man. We got to. If you don't know how to utilize that guy, then are you the right guy for the squad? I like Joe Brady. I do. But come on, man. Rico, we put up 30 points, man. We put up 400. Why are you complaining? I'm not. But when push comes to shove and you need your dogs to step up and, I need my guy to be there. I want him to be the guy making that big play. It doesn't necessarily have to be Cooper. We don't have to wait for Keon. If I'm talking smack, let me know. I promise you, I'm not here to try to talk smack. I'm not. I just want to see. The Travis Kelce right now is the highest. He's got 76 targets. Travis Kelce at age 35, 76 targets. And Pat Mahomes isn't playing the best quarterback. He's got 12 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. He's not playing the best right now. They're on an undefeated team, though. Travis Kelce, 60 receptions, 76 yards, 499 yards. Next tight end, Brock Bowers, 57 receptions on a freaking Raiders team. 57 receptions, 73 targets, 580 yards. Cade Otton. You put Kincaid on the freaking Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield will find his ass. Come on, man. I'm actually getting pissed off. Look at this list, right? 49 receptions, 70 targets, 456 yards. I'm going for the top tight ends right now. I'm looking at it, right? Trey McBride with the Cardinals right now. 49 receptions off of 65 targets, 552 yards. Bro, enough's enough. I'm pissing myself off by reading this. Dalton Kincaid is up there now, right? 356, 59, 35 receptions, 59 targets. Come on, man. Jeez. Jake Ferguson. You telling me that he's on Jake Ferguson's level? He's better than Jake Ferguson? Right? Zach Ertz, older Zach Ertz, 37. Bro, I'm pissing myself off. I need to stop. So you guys catch what I'm saying, right? All love for my Bills because I love my team. I love my squad, man. I love my squad. But when you see talent on the squad like this and we're not utilizing it the way we should be, I got a problem. I hope you guys don't think I'm talking ish. I'm not. I'm really not. But I just see all the potential on this offense. Like, this was a game, a perfect game, this past game against the Colts that we could have really did work. We don't have Amari Cooper. We don't have Keon Coleman. And we sitting here BSing and not utilizing these guys like crazy, right? What? I was talking to a Colts fan. He says, the weakest point on the defense is the linebackers. Franklin is a good ball. He's a good ball player, but there's no way he's staying with Kincaid. Ain't no way. And we sitting here missing big passes that could have been a damn touchdown, and then that's what injured the guy. Now we don't even know how long he's going to be out. Now we're sitting here back to old offense with Dawson Knox. No disrespect. I love me Dawson Knox. Actually, some might say Dawson Knox could do the job too if we utilize. But they definitely ain't the same player. Oof, I felt like I went on a rant, but I'm not trying to rant. I see so much damn great potential for this team and how this offense can be so damn good with the weapons that they have. They've got a weapon for everything. You want your short intermediate passes? You know what I'm saying? You got Kincaid. You want your screenplay? You got Khalil Shakir, because that seems to be where he's getting his bread and butter. We'll get on that into just a moment. Right? But this offense is too good, man. We got too many good pieces with this old line playing as well as they are. And we're not able to utilize my man Kincaid, bro. And now he's hurt. Bro, it actually pisses me off. It really does. It annoys the heck out of me. It pisses me off, man. Anyway, I digress. Let's get into it. So that's the one thing that I'm gonna say that if I'm gonna put in the bad category, we're not utilizing the weapons the way we need to, and that falls on Joe Brady. Joe Brady got to figure it out. You got to figure it out straight up and down. And if I'm gonna stick to this point on utilizing our weapons, I love Khalil Shakir. I'm a big fan of Khalil. I'm telling you right now. My man said, yo, Mike says, accepting super chat from Chiefs fan is like Trump accepting campaign. Hold on, we got a super chat? Let me get this. Oh, my guy. Ed Maldo. Thanks for the super chat, my G. I appreciate it. Chiefs fan here, he says, love the show. We may lose Sunday, but what counts is that you will be invited to Arrowhead Invitational in January. Watch Worthy. He will play well, and you passed up. And Travis Killer. Oh, well, listen, I'm gonna keep that up for a minute because I got a lot of love and respect for Chiefs fans, true Chiefs fans, not the ones that have been hopping on the bandwagon in the last few years, right? True Chiefs fans. And you're right. You're really right. Right? Even Bills fans, I'll tell you right now, we are saying to ourselves, this upcoming game, let me put that back up here. This upcoming game coming up is important. But is it as important as we think it or we're trying to make it? No. If we go ahead and lose this game, okay? We go ahead and lose this game, I ain't going, oh my gosh, I'm not tripping. Why am I not tripping? Because it don't matter. We have a 4-game lead in the AFC East. We good on this side. We all right. If we have to play you guys to gain intel, for you to give us the goods on how you're gonna, take us down and so on and so forth, so be it. I'd rather learn. Remember, the cliche, every loss, isn't just you're not taking an L. It's a lesson. We lose this upcoming game against the Kansas City Chiefs, I'll gladly take it as a lesson. All right. Here's where we can improve. Here's what we can do. When we face these guys again, which we will, we'll be better prepared, especially this year. I know the Chiefs offense isn't as quite what it's supposed to be, but a lot of times people want to talk about, look what the Bills are missing. We don't have Keon. We lost Amari Cooper. We're banged up. We don't have Matt Milano. Bro, do you know how many guys the Chiefs have lost? They lost Rashee Rice. Gone. They haven't even had a chance to have Hollywood Brown. They lost Pacheco. They're starting running back. They don't have Snead on that defense anymore. They've lost quite a few guys. We don't have our safeties anymore. They're gone. We don't have our starting center. Well, they lost a lot of guys themselves too. But they're still producing. They still find ways to win. Ain't nobody trying to hear any of that BS. I certainly am not. My guy Pierre Kingpin comes in. We all know the first loss always hit different, though. It's true, though. I'm talking this mesh right now. Although I'm going to be very much invested in this game like we always are, on the edge of my fucking seat, 100%. But I'm going to tell you right now, boy, I'll be just as deflated or inflated by the time the game's done with whoever gets the win. Now, there are some obviously some factors that play into this game, right? We beat the Chiefs. Okay? Chiefs go 9-1. The Bills go 9-2. Okay? Now, things are different. We win this game. We're now focusing on playing for, potentially the first seed. Right? If the Broncos beat the damn Chiefs, if not for number 54's bum ass, oh man, I will talk about that in just a moment. But if not for that brilliant play by the special teams unit, by the way, good on them, bro. This game would be for the number 1 seed. Then it's a whole different ball game. Yo, we up for this. We up for this one. But now the sting is a little gone. Is it still there? Maybe. We always want to win, obviously. But playing for that first seed, it's not out of the realm right now. But I'm looking at the rest of what the Chiefs have to play. They could easily go, if they beat the Bills, undefeated the rest of the way. They really could, unless they use the last game as we don't give a damn. We got the number 1 seed locked in. We'll take that loss on the last game of the year. That could very much happen as well. Or they might want to go for history. Right? We're going for, we're going for the Super Bowl. We might as well try to take down the 1974 Dolphins. Every year having these punk ass dudes doing pop bottles and all that stuff, man. Chiefs might want to put an end to that. Or they don't care. Like my man, like Maggie said, my man. Like Miss Maggie says, anything can happen. You're absolutely right. Anything can happen. That's why this year, when you look at the AFC, we knew it was going to be tough. My man said, yo, it's Tuesday. Rico's already conceded by Friday. Nah, ain't nobody conceding, baby. I just know what really matters is when we hit the playoffs. That's what matters to me. This game, it could go either or. We win, we lose. I'm still going to be invested. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to be heated. Even when I know I don't care, I do. But I also understand the end goal because the last 3 years, we've been sitting here as Bills fans every freaking January. We sitting and going, oh, here we go. We lose to the Chiefs again. What are we going to do? What do we do with McDermott? What do we do with Josh Allen? Is his window closed, right? It's always the same freaking dumb conversation. Is his window closed? That dude's window will never be closed as long as he's quarterbacking on Buffalo. Buffalo's window is never closed with JA-17. Let's cut the bullshit. All right, let's get that out the way. Is the window closed? Never. All right, never. However, January is when it matters the most. So invest in this game all you want, but the one you'll be mostly invested in when you're sweating, you got to have a defibrillator next to you because you're going to be up and down. Like we've gone through so much turmoil with this team and trauma. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these Chiefs, bro. But you got to respect them. Get the job done. Whatever we got to do to get it done, we get it done. And this is where when I said if we lose this game, lessons need to be learned. And the lesson doesn't go to Sean McDermott. Sean McDermott always has his boys ready to go. It's the young guys in Babbage and Joe Brady more specifically. Because we're going to we know that Chiefs defense is absolutely unreal. Let me look at what they're doing right now defensively. So defensively right now, they're ranked number 5. They're the number 5 ranked defense with points against. All right. Scoring defense, number 5. The Bills are number 9. Okay. Yards per game. Opponent yard per game, 289. They're ranked 4th. Opponent points per play. Excuse me. I'm not going to use points per play. That's whack. Opponent yards per play, 5.1. They're number 7 in the league. Third down conversion. Defensively, they're 19th in the league. They're a top 10 team in stopping the 4th down conversion. They're a 13th in opponent red zone touchdown. Stopping these guys 53% of the time. 13, right? TDs, they're number 7. They've only allowed what? 2 touchdowns. What? Doesn't make no sense. Opponent TDs per game. Oh, per game. 2 touchdowns per game. Bro, this defense is legit. This is a legit freaking defense. They're great against the run. Yards per rush, number 2 on defense. 39 point, what? They're number 7 opponent rush per percentage play, right? They're forcing teams to pass the football because you're in long distance. Listen, you're going to get 3 yards per play. So I'm forcing you to throw on 2nd and 3rd down. You won't have an opportunity. This is where the Bills got to come in and say, bro, we going to run the ball, and you're going to like it. Opponent rush yards per game, they're ranked number 3, stopping the run. They're ranked number 4 in rushing TDs per game. Bro, this is a legitimate defense. This is where Joe Brady, I put this on Joe. You know what I'm saying? And put pressure on him. My man said, well, yo, where do we rank versus them, though? Let me see where we rank. Hold on now. I got you. Let me put the Bills up in this bitch real quick. Just so we have a good overview of what we're talking here. So I'm going to put the offense, and we'll see how the Bills are faring, because I know the Bills are faring quite similarly to, let me see what we got here. There we go. The Bills are ranked quite similarly to the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go. Defensively for the Bills, and then I'll kind of shed some light on some offense, and I'll go back to the Kansas City Chiefs after that. Bills defensively, 19 points a game, we're ranked number 9, right? Opponent yards per game, we're ranked 18th. Okay, let me see if I can get a comparison. I'm going to open 2 pages up. Should have done the first time, but my black ass didn't. All right, give me a moment, folks, because I want to go back and forth from page to page so I can let y'all know what's really good, right? You got to give respect to the Chiefs. You do. But the Bills defensively are pretty damn good themselves. So let's Kansas City, boom, 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 KC. There we go. All right, let's do some comparison back and forth. All right, so the Bills. Let me stick with the Bills. So right now, they are 17th in opponent yards per play at 5.4. Kansas City, opponent yards per play, 5.1. 5.4 to 5.1. That is jacked up. The Kansas City are 7th, and the Bills at 5.4 are 17th. So the margin is like this, right? All right. Opponent third down conversion. Defensively, we're ranked 21st, 40%. Opponent stopping them on fourth down, we're 5th. Opponent red zone, scoring TDs, we're 8th. The Kansas City, 13th. So good luck for that Kansas City offense. Opponent TDs per game, they're ranked 7th. Opponent TDs per game, 2.1, we're ranked 8th. We're neck and neck in that regards, right? Now, our problem, as we all know, has been stopping the run. We all know. It's not a secret. It's always been stopping the run. So where did the Bills rank in stopping the run? So here's where we are defensively in stopping the run. So right now, and so opponent rush percentage, there we're 9th, ranked 9th, 40.9%. So we are forcing those teams to throw the football. They do tend to run very well on us, but is it by design? That's a whole nother ball game, right? Here we go. 4.9 yards up a rush. We're ranked 30th. Opponent rushes per game, 25. Teams are rushing the ball 25 times. We're ranked 10th. Opponent rush yards per game, 123. We're ranked 15th. And then opponent rushing TDs per game, 0.6, or allowing like less than one touchdown. We're ranked 5th. The biggest thing for us is that 4.9 yards a pop, ranked 30th. The Kansas City Chiefs, they're allowing 3.7 yards a pop. So we've got to be better in that regard. We absolutely have to be better in that regard. Offensively, here's where we may have an advantage in these Kansas City Chiefs. So right now, points per game, 24, they're ranked 11th. Yards a game, 346, they're ranked 10th. Points per play, I'm not even going to go there. They're ranked 16th, but I'm not going to go there. Yards per play, 5.2, they're ranked 19th. Third down conversion, 52%. They are the number one third down converting team in the game. The Bills haven't been great in that department, although we've been best the last 3 games, we've been much better. But right now, overall, not great. So third down conversions, 52%. That's huge. Third down conversions, we already know we ranked, like we're probably number 1. I didn't even look yet, but I'll look in a second. They're 3rd. Red zone scoring percentage, 54%. They're at 17. And lastly, they're scoring 2.7 yards, about 3 touchdowns a game. They're ranked 11th. Here come the Bills. Here's what we're doing offensively. So we are scoring 29 points a game. We're ranked 3rd. All right. There's where we can really try to exploit them. 343 yards a game. We're ranked 14th. Yards per play, 5.8. We're ranked 9th. Top 10 offense. Third down conversions, we've moved up. We were one of the lowest. We're now at 39%, 39.6. I'll round it up to 40%. We're ranked 14th. The last 2 games, we've been hovering around the 50% mark, right? Fourth down, we're number 1 in the game. We're 91%. We missed that one throw to Curtis Samuel that he dropped it. Not a big deal. Red zone scoring, this is where we excel. 62.7% in the red zone. And touchdowns per game, we're ranked number 3. We're putting 3.5 touchdowns per game. This is going to be an interesting game, folks. I'm not trying to be a stat guy. You know what I mean? But I think it's necessary to know where we are and where we rank. How are we going to face these boys? So, listen, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Now, I don't want to derail from the show here. So the bad for me, not a whole lot of bad. I mean, if you guys want to jump in and tell me what you thought that was, we could work on that a little bit better, let me know. Okay. But for me, the bad is that we're not utilizing our weapons the way I feel that we should. Kincaid should be vastly used more. Now, let me get onto my guy, Khalil Shakir. And this is Brady again. So you know what, Brady, this is on you. This is for you, Brady. Khalil Shakir is an overall solid receiver. Good receiver. Some folks even say receiver 1. I don't see it, but it's because Joe Brady's not letting me see it. How are you giving this guy? I mean, he's so good at it. So why do you stop it? But a good defense is going to take that away. So this is where I want to see what Joe Brady does. when you can't throw that quick screen. Because the same way that Taron Johnson watches film and he knows this is what they're going to do when they're in this formation, I'm going to XYZ. Bro, you don't think the Kansas City Chiefs, one of the best defenses in the game, and Spagnuolo, that knows Josh Allen, that knows his squad, bro, they're going to take that shit away. Especially now we don't have Keon Coleman. We don't have Amari Cooper, potentially, and we may not even have Kincaid. So you take that away, what the fuck do we have? And this is what pisses me off with some folks. But we put 400 yards of offense. Yes, because we took away the ball 4 times from the stupid-ass Colts. We took the ball away from them 4 times, and we said, offense, here you go. So yes, we put up 400 yards. Like sometimes I want to get into arguments with people, but then why? Because they just sit there and look at the statistics. Yeah, but we put 400 yards of offense. Yeah, dummy, because we kept on taking the ball away from them. So give me more opportunity, I'll give you more points. Don't forget who you have back there is Josh Allen. Josh Allen is that dude. Quit playing. Stop playing with us. You give me the ball, I'm gonna capitalize. Josh Allen will capitalize. Real talk. Kingpin knows it, man. Spagnuolo is a damn mastermind. He's going to take away that screen that we love so much. So, which brings me back to Brady, Joe Brady, Joseph, Joey, JoJo, JJ. Let me talk to you, my guy. Does Khalil Shakir not run anything else in that route tree? Have you just kept him to 5 and lower? You making him run the slant, run the hitch, run a dig? What happened to the 7 route? What about the 8? What about the 9? Give him a 9. I don't want the 9 off a broken play. If you look at all the long receptions from my guy Khalil Shakir, it's off a broken play. Broken play. Josh can't get anything, rolls out right, lets it go. I ain't complaining. I'll take it. But I'd like to see a little bit more when Spagnuolo takes that away. What is Joe? I don't want Joe Brady to crumble. I hope he doesn't. I really hope he doesn't. But when my guy Khalil Shakir, Yak Monster gets the football, I don't worry. But imagine the damage he can do down the field. You making that brother work from the line of scrimmage. He's got to sift through the garbage, man. Yo, imagine him in open field. Danger. Where's my mystical track at, man? He's dangerous, man. Get that brother in open space downfield. Open up the playbook. Now, could it be? And I don't know if Joe Brady's slick like that. I don't know if he liked that like that. You know what I mean? It makes me remember Tony Rock. If you guys know who Tony Rock is, and he's Chris Rock's brother. He was talking about black folks have a code when they say like that. You know what I mean? Like that. There's a reason. I know Joe Brady, but does he have a playbook that can really get the job like that? You know what I mean? Can he? Do I know him to be slick like that? The reason I bring this up is this. Joe Brady, I don't know if he's been holding back, giving the vanilla play here, vanilla play there, and he's waiting to open up the playbook for the Chiefs and then going forward. But these games are too hard for you to pull that stunt. Dig in your bag and get the best play and run it. Are you waiting for the Kansas City Chiefs? And I don't want that to happen either, because here's the deal. You wait to unload your new shit or your new material on the Kansas City Chiefs, and let's just say it works. All right? We get the dub. What you going to do for the next stint? You've already used all your good stuff. And Spags is going to be like, I bet. You got me the first time, not this time. So I don't know how this is going to play. This is why I love this game so much. It's chess all the way through. What is Spags thinking? What's Joe Brady thinking? Does Joe Brady have enough? Has he been in the game long enough to kind of confuse me as a defensive coordinator? Bro, that's why this game's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. But when you have guys like Kincaid, you guys have guys like Khalil Shakir that are such a weapon, don't limit them to just a screenplay. It's borderline insulting. I'm a better receiver than this. Set me somewhere, man. Set me up. I got the speed. It's not like I can't run. I run a 4.340. What are we talking about? The screenplay should have been for my guy, Curtis Samuel, but I mean, that's a whole nother ballgame. That didn't work out. So he's been relegated to taking Samuel's spot. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know. What I do know is we don't got Keon Coleman, we don't got Amari Cooper, and we possibly don't have Kincaid. What we gonna do? Oh, man, it's frustrating. We're banged up at the worst time offensively. We're getting healthier on the defensive side. Great. We're banged up at the wrong time. Every time we face this freaking team, we're never like 100%. When we are 100%, we put it on them. We're banged up, but so are they. So we're all banged up. We're the banged up Bills. Golly, man. Anyway, I digress. So those are the two things I'd like to see. I'd love to see Joe Brady. This is more for Joe Brady. Joe Brady, open it up, man. Get your playmakers the ball, and I get it. The screenplay is great until they take it away. Now what? Now what? That's what I'm saying, man. It's not even hate. This is just observations. Observations with Rico, man. My man Pierre to keep it says, yo, if we're being honest, Josh really hasn't activated himself. Oh. Josh has really been locked in on taking the gimmies. We all know Josh is the best when he breaks the glass. We know. But we need him to break the glass? Do we need him to break? Are we in break glass mode right now? I'd rather say break glass. I'm not trying to break glass. We had to break glass last year when we were 5-5 or 6-6, and we had a 1% chance to make the playoffs. We were breaking that glass, man. Yo, get that Josh activated. Break glass in case of emergency. We needed the emergency. Right now, we're not in an emergency. We don't necessarily need to break Jack. You don't need to break anything. Wait till January to break. Wait till January. My man Marcellus Davis says, yo, do we do Rico throw our hands up in the air? I don't know what the heck that means. Oh, shoot, I know what you're saying. I got you now. I got you now, man. Listen, man. We'll see, man. Danger. No, get Khalil the ball in space deep into the field, not when he's got to break through all the trash and get through all the people that are trying to take his head off. That screenplay can be so dangerous, but can be so dangerous at the same time. All it takes is one guy to miss his block and Buddy gets blown up. I'd like to see a little bit of, down the field. The old line's playing very well. Why not? Why can't we? Nah, we win the games with Josh at the level 1 mode, man. Yes, I agree. We can win. We're just screening teams to death. Now, listen, there's going to come a time where these screens start getting old, where it's not working. So now we've put ourselves in 3rd and 12. You know what I'm saying? Now we're like, now we need Josh to either force a football, because that's what happens. Josh don't like, and he's done a great job this year, but Josh don't like to throw for the sticks or throw below the sticks. He wants the sticks or more. That take risk, Josh. That's where that guy comes in. So let's keep things, in reach. 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. I don't like 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 12, 2nd and 19, where Josh absolutely takes the ball off and runs for a first down and pisses off the Colts. Man, I would have been pissed if I was a Colts fan watching Josh run for 21 yards. Oh, sickening. But that's what it comes down to. When Josh gets into these 3rd and longs, which I'm so confident in him, but at the same time, risky Josh comes in, you got to take with the good with the bad. You got to take the good with the bad. But anyway, let me move on. So we talked on that. We talked on the good, the bad. There's not much bad in this game because I'm recapping the Colts game, which I loved. I loved how we finished the game. I love that we took the ball away. We got sacks. People want to poo-poo on the Bills that they don't get enough pressure and they don't get enough this and they don't get enough that. Fam, we are ranked 11th in the game. We have 25 sacks this year. Come on now. These quarterbacks are getting rid of the ball rather quickly. They don't want us to get up on their ass. Just what it is. Do we not have Cook and Davis make Spags put 8 in the box? That all depends on Joe Brady. How is Joe Brady going to attack this? That's really what it comes down to. Listen, if we could run the football down their throats, bro, Josh Allen would love that. He would absolutely love that. Neutralize their defense, keep Pat Mahomes on the sideline, and go from there. I'll take that all day. That's why you got to love this game, man. You got to love this game. This game's going to be fun. Pierre says, yo, Josh is trying to beat the teams. Josh is trying to beat teams the easy way. If you take that shit away, he'll just roll to his right. It's true. We all know what's going to happen next. This is what's so gross. All teams know to take Josh's right away. Take his right. Don't let him roll right. Contain him. But he still does it. It's gross. And I think that's what pisses people off even more. That's why Josh is one of the hated guys, the most hated guys in the league, because he still rolls right in your face, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's gross. It's sickening. Anyway, let's move on to the next segment. Everybody loves this segment. Who was your milk carton candidate for this game? And for those that are not familiar with the milk carton candidate, this individual is the one that you're like, where the F have you been? Where you been? I got to make a phone call, bro. I got to make a phone call and make an APB. I got to put an APB out for you, because where you been? We've been looking for you, bro. We've been looking for you. I called your mom. I called your sister. I called your wife. Your wife says he's there. He reported. I'm like, where he been? Because I haven't seen him. Roll call. Who is the candidate for milk carton alert? The guy that's gone missing. Maybe he's been missing all year. Maybe he went missing last game. Maybe he's been missing the last 3 games. Where are we going with this, folks? Where are we going with this? My bad, I'm muted. I laughed. First of all, I laughed at the comment about John Perry. John Perry being the guy that that we should be putting on the alert. I get it. So here's the deal. So it's funny when you're on mute. And I'm animated. Somebody the other day, because I talk with my hands. I'm a hand talker, right? And somebody the other day was like, bro, I was going to take my girls to their soccer game. I was coaching that game, and buddy was like, yo, you're talking like this in the car while you're driving. You're talking to your wife. I don't know what I was talking about. I was probably just talking some shit, not just whatever. But I talk with my hands, man. Caribbean cats, we talk with our hands, man. We get animated. We get our hands going. But anyway, let's move on. Might as well pull my black ass on that milk carton. Where you at, man? Where's your voice at? Anyway, Edward Oliver. Whenever Edward Oliver would ball out, I used to call him Edward, because you're gonna call him by his full govy. Edward Oliver. I wonder what his full govy is anyway. I'll find out. Edward Oliver. I used to call him that because when he balled out, especially last year, bro, this guy was the ish. You couldn't tell him nothing. 9.5 sacks. He wanted his money. And he worked on it, and he got it. But now, we asking for Ed. We ain't seen Ed. Ed be missing sometimes, man. Here's the big thing for me. My man says, so do Italians. Yo, Italians do talk with their hands. What are you talking about, huh? I don't know what this is, but they do this. What you mean? Edward Oliver. Let me tell you something about Edward. It's not about Edward is whack. He ain't a baller. It's not about that. It's about 2 things with Ed Oliver that I'm going to put him on this list. Not because you trash. It's not the case. Ed, if you watch this, which you're probably not, but it's all good. It's not about you being not good enough. It's not that. It's not the case. It's 2 things. It's 1, where we drafted your ass. We drafted you with a top 10 pick. Top 10 pick. All right? That's number one. So we expect a lot from you. You are a pillar for this team. I always say when you draft a player in the first round, especially in the top 15, top 20, that is someone you build around. You build around that team. They're a pillar on your squad. Josh Allen, pillar. Keon Coleman will be a pillar. You know what I mean? Deion Dawkins, pillar. You feel what I'm saying? Ed Oliver, pillar? Is he? Second thing, you had a great year. You got your money. Paid handsomely. 9.5 sacks. You were a menace. I bring this up because when I think about defensive linemen in this game and you go against them, you're fearful of them. And listen, it might be unfair for me to say it, but I'm gonna put it out there so you kind of understand the point I'm trying to make here. When you look at, yes, Ed Oliver was a top 10 pick. He was picked 8th. We picked him 8th pick. I think we picked him right before TJ Hawkinson, if my memory serves me correct. I thought the Raiders were going to take him, but the Raiders took on who knows? I forgot the guy's name. It's some bum. Anyway, don't matter. When you think of Chris Jones, you're like, bro, we got to know where he's at. Because if we don't, he's going to F us up. He's going to ruin the game for us. Find where Chris Jones is and block him up because he's an effing problem. Am I wrong when I say that? Bet. Matabuke for the Ravens. Find out where that dude is at because if we don't, he will ruin us. Game plan for that guy because he's going to ruin the game for us. We don't want that to happen. So when I speak on this for a reason, folks, I'm looking at Ed Oliver. I need you to be a game wrecker. I need you to be in that backfield. You may not get all the sacks, but I need you to be disruptive as shit. But I feel you're not as disruptive as we need you to be. Am I being unfair? Maybe. But I need you to be a wrecker. And I get it. 6'1", 280. You're not the biggest, strongest guy. No problems. But you quick. You know what I mean? We were deeming you the miniature version of old boy that was with the Rams. That was just a menace to deal with. So I need something from my guy, Ed Oliver. I need that. So this is a game coming up against the Kansas City Chiefs. Get on that little horse of yours. You know what I'm saying? Lasso and do that thing that you do. Get after that boy, man. I need you to be take whatever you need to take. Put yourself in that black room to psych yourself out. Do it. Because Chris Jones is going to be relentless after us. Relentless. He ain't going to stop. We need you to be the opposite, on the opposite end of that. So for me, Ed Oliver, you go on this list not because you trash and not. It's not the case at all. It's just that we need you to show up. We can't have you, you know what I mean, not showing up on the stat sheet and not actually getting some pressure and doing your job. And that's wreak havoc in the interior line. I get it. They got Creed Humphrey. You know what I mean? They got who else they got? They got these three interior linemen. I'm eluding their names. Humphrey, Tooney, and somebody else. I forgot who the other guy is. They got 3 interior linemen. Let me tell you something. Those 3 guys, and you got your hands full, brother. But those very 3 interior linemen that the Kansas City have right now have not allowed a sack all year. In 354 snaps, not allowed a sack all year from the inside. That means Von Miller, get after it because their tackles, Trey Smith, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I knew I had one guy missing. Trey Smith, Tooney, and Humphrey. Those 3 have been lockstep. They've been protecting the heck out of Pat Mahomes. So you got your hands full. You got your hands full. I don't want to hear it. You got paid. You're a first-round draft pick. Show me something. Show us something. I might sound like I'm being too much, but nah, I'm not being too much. I'm not. We as fans have expectations. Are they too high? No. I'm not asking you to go in and get 6 sacks a game. That's something that said you can. Nah, I'm too much. But I'm saying be a menace. You mean don't be fall on your face and get pancake? Nah, bro. You 6'1", 280, 287. I get it. This is where you use your quickness, spin moves, all that stuff. Do what you gotta do, man. I'm just saying. Oh man, but the matchup, unfortunately, it sucks. It's not a great matchup for us. This is where we need you to show up. We need you to do, I'm not saying it's a supernatural shit, but we need you to show up. It's that simple. I can't tell you any more than that. Real talk. All right. I'm done with that. Milk carton alert. We'll put it away. Ed Oliver. Come on now. Show up. Show up. Because if you show up, I guarantee you Greg Rousseau shows up. I guarantee you Von Miller shows up. Because now you're going to flush my guy Pat Mahomes out. He's going to scamper like he does. He don't run. He scampers. Man, get that scamping little dude, man, and put him down. Put him out. But it starts in the middle. Do not give him the time to do this and pat the ball and do all that stuff he does, bro. I'm sick of Pat Mahomes, bro. Sick of him because I respect him. But I'm sick of him at the same time. Anyway. Essentially, do your job. And your job is to get after the damn quarterback and make him uncomfortable. Shoot. Get after him. Anyway. We got a big game coming up, man. Bobby Babich, I know this defense is going to be prepared to go after it, and I need Ed Oliver to be heads in and just wreak havoc, man. Wreak havoc. Man, we're going to go. Anyway, folks, I'm an hour and a half in. I did not want to go this long, but really at the end of the day, my last segment is these tough challenges ahead, and it starts with Kansas City. It absolutely starts with Kansas City. And once we get what we have with Kansas City, wherever that game goes, we have a moment to get healthy with the bye week. And then it's on. Then it's really on. Because now we go from facing the Kansas City Chiefs, excuse me, to the 49ers. I believe it's going to be Monday night. Or is it Sunday night? I can't tell if it's Sunday night or Monday night. And then we got the Rams that just got beat by the Dolphins, but they still look good. They can do some damage. And then we got the Lions, the big bad Lions that I think are a solid team, but I still think we can take them. Every one of these games are winnable games. And I'm not talking about right to the wire. We can absolutely. Jared Goff is a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback, but I don't think he's elite like that. He's had these games where he's 18 for 18. I totally get that. I respect it. But I don't think he's like, we should be fearful of Jared Goff. The defense is solid. They got a great run game. Solid receivers all around. Jared Goff don't scare me, though. I'm not saying go, Jared. Nah. Brock Purdy, good player. They got some banged up guys, man. They're banged up. So each and every one of these games, man, Chiefs, Niners, Rams, Lions, bro, we're about to find out what these Bills are really made of with those 4 freaking games. Those 4 games, we're about to find out what we're made of. And then we got to play the Patriots, the Jets, and the Patriots. What a weird combination of having Patriots, Jets, Patriots. I hate that. Can't stand it. And he's not a mini Aaron Donald. We thought he was going to be mini Aaron Donald. Heck no, he ain't. Not even close. Oh, yeah, he's min. But anyway, so we have a very great opportunity to really find out where we stand in these NFL. Are we pretenders or are contenders or pretenders? Because if you look at who we played all year round, Cardinals winning record. Cardinals look good right now. They're pushing to make the playoffs. They're probably going to make the playoffs. Dolphins, they're still somehow they're still alive to try to make this playoffs. Very slim chances, but still alive. But losing record. Jaguars losing record. Ravens, they smacked us, right? Okay. Texans barely got away with the win, but they got us. I don't know how they're going to finish the year because now you got CJ Stroud kind of hitting he still looks good, but he's hitting the wall a little bit. Well, we'll see how that plays out. Jets, tire fire, just a dump truck. Titans, Seahawks, Dolphins. Bro, every team that we've beaten, except for obviously the Cardinals, they've all been a team that got losing records. Call it what you want to call it. It's hard to win in this game, but they've all are teams with losing records. We're now about to face the 9-0 Chiefs. The 49ers, I believe, are 500 right now, I believe. You got the Rams that are in contention. They're over 500. And you got the Lions that are probably the number 2, number 3, number 4 team in this game. Bro, let's find out where the Bills are at. We 8-2 right now. First time since 93. What we got? It's going to be fun. It's going to be major fun. So, folks, I'm going to talk about a little bit more on Friday. I don't want to go too much because we're going to get into that. We're going to get more into this Chiefs talk. I know my man Z-Bot is going to have lots to say. I'm going to challenge him a lot on certain conversations and topics. Get that thing out of him. You know, Z-Bot loves when we face the Chiefs. Loves it. But we're going to see. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We need guys to step up. We absolutely need guys to step up. Ant-Man says, yo, I'll take Shakir and Hollins any day of the week. Anyone else think Hollins earned himself another 2 years in Buffalo? Let's relax on that. Thank you. 49ers are 5-4. Thank you, sir. Quit saying my guy Z-Bot's gonna glaze, man. He don't glaze, man. You know what I mean? He's very careful on certain teams we're gonna play. We just want to overlook any, and we shouldn't. No Bills fan should ever overlook anybody. Ever. We shouldn't do that. No team should ever do that. But anyway, let me get out of here real quick. And by ending it like this. The Bills right now, they're 8-2. And the 2 losses, if you think about the 2 losses that we've come across against the Ravens, where I feel like they just caught us on a bad day. Let's be real. The Ravens caught us on a bad day. And I'm not scared to admit it. They caught us on a bad day. They smacked us. And we did not recover. The Texans, in my opinion, we're a better team than Texans. That's just my opinion. If we're healthy against healthy, we're a better team, in my opinion. Okay? Other than that, man, bro, the season's going the way it's supposed to go. The games we're winning, we're supposed to win. Simple as that. So now, here come the Chiefs. We gotta do what we gotta do. We know what needs to be done. You know what I mean? And Joe Brady is my focal point in this bitch. Everybody wants to talk about anybody else. It's Joe Brady. This defense, they're starting to get warmed up now. They're getting warmed up. They're healthy. They're coming after it. They know what's at stake. They know what's at stake. Joe Brady, this is your opportunity now. This is your opportunity. I don't know if you've been playing vanilla all this whole year and you're ready to dig deep into this bag. Who knows? And we'll see how this plays out, man. I'm excited for it. And I'm talking about all these the next opponents for this Chiefs, the Bills. Let me tell you right now, the line, I know this is a Z-Bot thing. The line right now, damn, they got the Bills at -2.5. Really? See, I don't like when Vegas does this shit like this. I know we're the home team. I'd rather you give the Chiefs the 2.5. So that way we have some kind of something to be angry about. What? They're favored and we're the home team? And now you just gave them a little more ammo to go there. I just would have wished they kind of reversed that. Anyway, folks, that's my time. My man said, Rico, this game is really good measuring stick for of where this team is. This game is in our house. It's put up or shut up. You damn right. You damn right. Ms. Laura, I appreciate that, man. Ms. Laura says, you'll feel better, Rico. Take some immune boost vitamins. Good night, everyone. Listen, you know what I heard? I don't know how true this is, but I heard the FDA, for you Americans out there, the FDA, they've been making us buy all these medicine, right? Sudafed, freaking Benadryl, NyQuil, Dayquil. Allegedly, they've admitted that none of that shit works. We've been wasting our money, taking all this stuff, and none of it works. So here I am saying, you know what? Let me go natural. Now, how true is this? I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, that's my time, folks. So in order for me to end this show properly, I need to end it properly. Okay. And you know how you guys love this this song. And I'm gonna get copyright strike, but I don't care because I need to drive my point. I need to drive my point home. So y'all been on this Mr. Brightside. I don't know what's the big idea about this song, but like y'all like this thing, right? You guys play this song and it's like it's a thing. And I gotta try to get this thing cracking here. So because I'm curious to see what your thoughts are on what I'm going to propose here. If I can get this thing going here. Let me see if I can get this thing rolling, if it's going to help me. There we go. So
I'm coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up? It was only a kiss, now I'm falling asleep. And she's calling me while he's having a smoke. And she's taking the drag.
It's catchy.
Going to bed, and my stomach is sick. And it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest.
Right. I get it. So if you guys can hear it, I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but some folks were, y'all, you guys can hear it. Mr. Brightside. Okay, cool. I get it. It's catchy. Now, I will say this. I think there should be, there's a B side, right? Maybe that's the A side of the cassette tape for those that are born in 80s and 80s. Cassettes. You know what I mean? Some of you young folks just do CDs and MP3s, all right? MP3 stuff, right? We go from back in the day where you had to get a cassette, stick that pencil in there, and rewind that cassette. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm old school like that. Anyway, so, and I'm sure there's more old school cats in here. But I think there should be a B side to some of the tracks that we could play. And I think this right now needs to be the B side. I don't care what anybody tells me. This is got to be the B side. You pump this thing in the stadium, bro. You get this, bro. I tell you right now, man. Mr. Brightside, put that aside. Put a little Fantasia on that bitch. This is your B side. Bills fans, yo, whoever's the DJ. I'm telling you right now, you put this as the B side. Let me turn this bitch up, boy. Other way. Watch out now. This is the B side. I don't know what I need to tell you. What's happening to me, baby? You play this against the Chiefs? Put my head on the pillow? Staring out the window because we waxing that ass. That's what I want. All right. I'm done. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. When I see you, baby, let's go, man. So you can have Mr. Brightside all you want. I rock with it. I rock with it. You know what I mean? But the B side, give me a little bit of Fantasia. And if the DJ is good enough, remix that and merge those things together, bro, we got something. We got some, man. So listen, folks, I'm out of here. That's my time. You guys have yourself a great night. And we will catch you guys on the flip side. I'll see you guys tomorrow, actually. We're going to do the top 10. We got top 10 we're going to talk about. And have the Bills moved up? Have the Chiefs remained number one? We'll find out tomorrow on the Rico Report. It's going to be a short show. And then we'll get back at it on Friday. So, folks, enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. And until next time, it's the Rico Report. It's your boy Rico. And I'm gone. Have yourself a great night. Peace.